What's up everyone, and welcome to the brand new ProGuides Rocket League channel. I'm Josh, you may know me as JJ Ludwig. I placed first in ESL, second at PAX East, and third in the NBC Universal Open. I've been playing Rocket League for about 6 years now, and I'm excited to teach you all some cool concepts and techniques in the game. Today we're going to be starting off by discussing an essential high-level tactic called the Air Dribble. This tactic is utilized by many pro players to create an aggressive offensive play. If done correctly, the Air Dribble is a game-changing technique, but if done incorrectly, it can be detrimental to the outcome of your game. So hit that sub button and let's get into it. So what exactly is an air dribble? An air dribble is when you carry the ball on the nose of your car while in the air at different speeds and distances. Not only does this trick look amazing in gameplay, but is also very impactful. This can be performed multiple different ways. It can either be popped off your car and turned into a ground air dribble, or hit off the wall into another wall to air dribble. There are a bunch of fancy different ways to do this, but we will be focusing on just the basics, as that is all it will take to destroy in lobbies. There are not only different ways to perform this, but different scenarios that dictate how to use this skill. To start off, you'll want enough room to set up your carry. Now this can vary from which one you'll want to perform. Along with this, you'll want enough boost to pull this off. There are a lot of 12 boosts that you can pick up located around the entire field, 100 boosts that you can grab at each corner along with at each side of the middle field. You want around 70 boosts to get a good air dribble, and this will change the more efficient you get with it. If you go off the wall, a good place to start is at either the left or right side of the field around either 100 boosts and roll the ball up the wall. For a ground air dribble, you'll want to start somewhere a little behind the middle of the field. This will give you enough time to get height and build speed behind it. Alright, this is where it gets interesting, pulling off the air dribble. We'll cover the easiest of the two first, the wall to air dribble. You'll want to position yourself midfield to roll the ball up the wall. For the golden setup, you'll want to hit the ball not too hard or too soft. You'll get very accustomed to this over some time, so feel free to pause the video to practice this a little more before you proceed into the video. To time the initial tap of the ball, you will want to follow the ball as so. For popping it off the wall, the best way to go about this is jumping as soon as you make contact with the ball. Watch where I hit the ball. It's past the curve of the wall and starting to slow down going up the wall. When you hit the ball, make sure you regulate your speed. I hit it just hard enough to get it to pop off the wall and follow it with a jump directly after to follow the ball. With all of these steps, feel free to pause and practice before proceeding into the video. After the pop off the wall, you will want to tilt your car upright and start heading for the bottom corner of the ball. Just hit the ball and keep practicing this over and over until every time you pop it off the wall, you can get a singular hit in that feels controlled. The first hit dictates everything in an air dribble. Too hard will send the ball flying, and too light won't get the ball anywhere. It's very important to keep a steady pace while dribbling the ball in the air. You want to have full control of the ball, and you definitely don't want to run out of boost mid-air. You can best practice this by feathering your boost along with regulating speed through the angle of your car. Watch how I angle my car. More upright slows me down, but gives me more control, and more forward speeds up the ball, but you lose more of your control. You will have to find a middle ground between all of these to pull off a clean dribble. It's very important to keep control over the ball. Lack of control can lead to missing or an easy save, and all it takes is one bad recovery to allow them to score. This next part will be about the even more used ground to air dribble. This attack is very hard hitting and can be pulled off anywhere on the field once mastered. It might be a little difficult for newer players, but don't get discouraged. We will teach you all you will need to know, and when put in enough effort, you can master it. You will want to aim for height, then speed for this dribble. To begin, you will want the ball on top of your car, then do a double jump to lift it in the air. With this air dribble, you will want to practice each step before progressing into the next one. After getting the ball in the air, you will want to tilt your car backwards and position your nose on the bottom corner of the ball. Make sure to do this a few times just to get that down. Now that you got that down, you will be adding boost to the mix. You want height for this, so when your nose makes contact with the ball, begin to boost to get the ball in the air. Then you will want some speed. Watch me perform it. You can see how I bring the ball upwards, then tilt my car more straight after I get the ball to a decent height. After that, it's the same as off the wall. You want to maintain speed and height on the ball through angling your car and feathering the boost. I know you're eager to pull these off as soon as you can in games to impress everyone, but remember, practice makes perfect. You want to polish this skill to where you can pull it out of your back pocket in the most needed times to score that last second goal and turn the tables of the game. The best is to practice each step of this trick individually, then put them together after you get a hold of each one. As always, going into free play during any time and just going at it is perfect. I do recommend downloading Balky's mod to help with this as well. With this mod, you can do simple tricks like placing the ball on top of your car at any time during free play, or do simple ball rolling. The initial pop off the wall for the air dribble is one of the things that you will want to practice the most. Just throw the ball at the wall and practice over and over. You will want this to be muscle memory when you see an opportunity for an air dribble. You'll also want to practice feathering your boost to maintain a smooth speed for carrying the ball. To practice this, you'll want your car completely vertical and boost upwards. Try and keep your car in the same position by feathering your boost. You can also try keeping the same height by flying from one goal to the other by tilting your car. You can see how I'm just barely boosting enough to keep me up, along with how my car is tilted to move me around. There are also a ton of training packs to help you with this setup and just all-around performance of your air dribble. Ones that I recommend are Wall to Air Dribble by IP Joker and Air Dribbles Wall and Ground by Iowa. Although free play is perfect to practice, this will get you straight to the point. Both of these will help you get it down for in-game. Now, one thing to take note, just because you can hit a banger of an air dribble in training doesn't mean it will come all together just as good as in an actual game. There are other things added to the mix, more players, boost, and positioning. Don't let that keep you down if you feel like you aren't getting the air dribbles you want in game. The best way to practice for this is to just go for them as much as you can in real games. Casual play is a good place for this. There isn't any consequences for you messing up. Now, with that all out of the way, the last thing we want to cover is when it is appropriate to go and when not to go for an air dribble. Out of these 4 scenarios, I want you to tell me which one would be the best to go for an air dribble. Is it option A, where you have enough boost to get the ball rolling up the wall and get the 100 boost to take it off the wall, all while your opponent is grabbing the boosts from their corner and headed to their net? Or would it be option B? You have full boost, but the opponent is also headed for the middle boost. You have enough room to get it up and off the wall, but not too sure where your opponent would head next. Or maybe option C. You can't see the opponent anywhere near the net or in your line of sight. You have more than enough boost to take it up off the wall and go for an air dribble. Or lastly, option D. You have no boost, the opponent just took your boost, and they're headed straight towards you. The answer is D, because they're going to completely miss you and let you slowly drive it into their net. All right, all jokes aside, the answer is clearly A. You safely can see where they are and how to maneuver around them. Even if they can go up for a save, you should have enough time to recover from their defense and get back into a defensive rotation. B is incorrect because they can easily go up the wall and cut you off. This could catch them off guard, but in higher gameplay, 100% of the time, they will be able to take this opportunity to steal the lowly guarded ball from you and score. C is also wrong because if you don't see them, odds are they're right on you. They can easily get a demo or a bump, which will take you completely out of the air dribble. Now, this might not be the cause if you know they aren't anywhere near you, but if you genuinely don't know where they are, it isn't worth the risk. A is the only perfect scenario you can safely go for an air dribble. Now that we got all these steps down, all that is left for you is to practice them in your own games. As we reach the end of this video, we wanted to thank you guys for watching. And since the channel is brand new, I want to open the floor to everyone. What sort of concepts do you want me to talk about in future videos? Leave your suggestions and requests in the comments. And also remember to sub to the channel so you don't miss out when we upload. I got a lot planned for this channel, and I can't wait to show it off. Best of luck with your grind, and I'll see you in the next one.